Hi, this video is going to be about how to thrive in any economy as a salon owner, hairstylist, spa owner. So there's a few things that I want to cover. I just wrote a huge article for one of the industry iconic magazines, and this seemed to be the biggest issue that they're hearing in our industry, right? So I'm talking to my salon owners, my hairstylists, and if anyone in this beauty and wellness space who is right now struggling a little bit and worried about the economy and the contracting economy because it is very real. So if you don't know me, my name is Mary Fontana. I've been a salon owner over 38 years. I have grossed over millions of dollars and launched over 11 brick and mortar practices, including an online business consulting. Why am I telling you this? I've been through wars, you name it, pandemics, all kinds of stuff, shutdowns, um, all different kinds of issues over the years, recessions, you name it. And what I know for sure are here are the base things, the foundational things that you can do to implement that could change your business from struggling or just getting by to actually thriving. So get out a pen and paper and let's go. So number one is I want you to do a money leak assessment. What does this mean? This means you're going to go into your bank account, into all your automated payments, and you're going to actually look. Where is my money going? I have clients who find hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars going out on random subscriptions, auto renewals, stuff on Amazon, stuff on Apple. You know where I'm going with this. The subscriptions and the crap that you think you need spontaneously then is really not producing you profit. So go in and check your money leaks. I can't tell you how powerful this is because when you do check your money leaks, guys, you will see monthly, there's a lot of money bleeding out and leaking out of your business that could be staying in your business so you can reinvest in the business. So number one is go in and fix your money leaks. Go across the board, anywhere there's money on auto pay, anywhere there's automatic withdrawals, go through all your bank statements, all your credit card statements, and start deleting what is not necessary or profit producing in your business. Number two is I want you to double down on reducing costs. Now, a lot of people are like, well, how can I do that, Maria? You can negotiate with anyone. If you are feeling the contraction right now, you can talk to your landlord to maybe reduce your rent for the next 6 months. You can reassess all your products. I just did that in one of my brick and mortars. I reassessed my products. I reassessed the cost. I do this with my clients. We looked at what's the ROI, meaning what's the return on investment of this product? And is it worth it? And is there something else comparable in the market that may work better? So these are things that I have personally done to reduce my costs over the years, right? And I do this regularly. You should be doing this like every quarter, guys. It's part of really working on your business, not working in your business. So look at where you can reduce costs. Also, there's a lot of stuff we waste money on. Cute things in the salon, cute little extras. Boil it down, drill it down to what is necessary, what is making the client experience amazing, and what is really necessary to give that client a great experience. I had a meeting yesterday with a client who we boiled down things, we drilled down, and it's like, you know what? That really doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. So really look at what really matters, where you're spending the money, and where you can eliminate things that are not helping you produce profits, right? We get so complacent. So be honest with yourself. Take the time and again, assess your business. Look through everything with a fine-tooth comb. Be like, where is money bleeding out here that I could actually be saving some money? I mean, something as ridiculous as one of my clients started buying her foil in bulk as opposed to getting these colorful, fun foils, and they are strictly a lightning type of blonding salon. She saved thousands in a year by making one little tweak, right? Same thing with lighteners, same thing with color. Now, again, it depends on your niche, it depends on your business, it depends on your brand, but shop around. Sometimes the bigger brands aren't the better deal. So really get out there and analyze what is going to be the best move for you. And again, make sure your pricing is relevant to your market and to what is happening in the world. Number 3, and some people give me kickback on this, but hear me out. I learned this from one of my mentors who's not in our industry. And sometimes you have to think outside the box. Have your team, if you're more than a one-person gig, think about how you can maximize you and your team to start adding more profit-producing tasks into your day. Again, we get really complacent. We forget about maybe selling our retail, right? We forget about adding on another service. We forget about cross promotion. We forget about asking for the referral. So all these little things, we forget about pre-booking, making sure there's an SOP. And for those of you who don't know what that means, a standard operating procedure. I'm going to talk about this in another video coming. So stay tuned, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any episodes. An SOP is a term that is used in corporate America. It is used in big business, but I have incorporated that into the salon industry. And what does that mean? A standard operating procedure. So I create a video that explains step by step how I want something done. So when I'm onboarding somebody, that is part of their onboarding. So it could be what a appointment looks like, from consultation to middle of the road to closing the sale to walking them out to making sure they get retail to making sure they rebook to making sure they have a referral card, referral app, referral system, making sure you get their Google review, their Yelp review. This sounds like a lot, but when you get a system in place and everyone's on board, the way I get everybody on board is, and I help my clients get people on board, is it's basically growing their paycheck. So this is another mindset shift. It's not about the salon owner and the stylist being separate. It's about the salon owner growing the stylist dreams inside of theirs. So it is a mutual thing. And if the owner, as an owner, you go in with a different mindset, I can promise you, your employees are going to have a different mindset. So take ownership of that. Don't come at me for saying this. This is the truth. We all need to take ownership of our own behavior, our own energy, and how we're showing up. So by getting them invested in their own growth, these things are not for me, the owner. These strategies and ways of operating every day are ways for you to increase your income, right? It's all about that. It's all about growing their career inside of your dream. So next is use all the space available. This is another concept that might be new to some people, but it was introduced to me a while back, and I really realized that it makes a lot of sense. Now, depending on your business, depending on how you run your salon, depending on how you run your space, it's going to differ and you're going to have to tweak it. But if your space is there and you're only utilizing X amount of hours for X amount of days, think about all the hours and the days that your space could be producing money, maybe with different services, with shifts. I'm a big believer in flexibility. Now, entertain this. If this is like blowing your mind, don't poo-poo it. Have an open mind and think about how you may need to shift as an owner to survive and thrive the next few years, because the business is changing, the economy has changed. Guys, everything has changed. And if we don't change, you're not going to do good, right? And this, again, I'm speaking to the masses. This might not be you, but if you take away one thing, have an open mind. So think of this concept. You have different shifts, you have flexibility. Some people want to work mornings, I found. Some people are evening people. Some people want to work weekends. Some people don't. When you have a rotating shift and you kind of try to accommodate different strengths in people, it actually fills your chair. So you have to shift your mindset and think about, how can I make one chair actually have 2 to 3 shifts a day, or a space double as something else? Maybe someone else comes in for a massage in one of your rooms. Maybe someone comes in and does nails. Really think about maximizing your space. Again, follow your legalities of your state board, where you are, your government. I'm not, I'm saying make sure you follow the legalities of whatever state you're in and that everything functions. But this is a great way to maximize your profits and your revenue with the space that you're already paying rent on, right, guys? So think about tweaking how you operate. Another idea is I've had some salon owners actually merge their businesses. Now, with the cost of the way things are, some people, depending on, again, where you are in your career, what you're doing, maybe a merger with another like-minded salon owner might be a great idea. There's so many ways where we can really assess, save money, and change up how we're doing things. And last but not least is assess your client retention. This is a sore spot. I do this quarterly. Go back into your system, look and see who hasn't been in a while, reach out to them, make a phone call. Don't just text people. Pick up the friggin' phone and call them and say, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Is everything okay? Sometimes they might not answer that. You could just send a text and be like, hey, I've been thinking about you. I know you haven't been in a while. I hope everything's okay. Looking forward to seeing you. Here's the booking link, or just text me back. I'd love to get you in the books. When we forget about people, we get complacent. When hairdressers are busy, we become a little arrogant. Again, don't come at me, guys. I'm doing this almost 40 years, so I know what I'm talking about. And I know our industry. We forget. And what happens is sometimes by the time you realize the person's gone, it may have been that you were complacent. You may have dropped the ball. It may not have been easy for you to get an appointment, which brings me to the next one. When you're doing your assessment of how you're retaining clients, retention's more important than lead generation because it costs more to get new clients than it does to keep your old ones. So that being said, be really mindful how many hoops you're making people jump through to get a friggin' appointment. Here's an example. I wanted to get a blowout at a different salon last week because my team was not available. Okay. I like doing that because I get to assess how another experience is. What can we do better? What did I not like? It keeps you grounded when you go to other salons, right? So I have great rapport with all the salons in my neighborhood. We're all friends and we support each other. Point of the story is I had to jump through hoops. I just wanted a blowout. It was impossible to get through to anybody. I had to fill out an application. Then they had to get back to me within 48 hours. What do you think happened? Now, again, if you operate your salon like this, okay, cool. But I want you to reflect on, in the long term, if it's impossible for people to get to you, I don't know how viable of a business that's going to be. So really think about you as a client, and when you need something, step out of the role, go to other salons, see what their experience is like. If it's impossible for me to get an appointment with you, and it's really hard to just text you or schedule online or just call, you lost me as a client. So these are all really viable and realistic strategies that you can implement into your business and making some shifts along with changing your mindset a little bit, guys, because if you don't shift how you think about things are going to be really hard. And if you're in resistance, it's going to be really hard to grow your business, especially in tougher economic times. If you'd like some support with any of this, head on down below this description, schedule a consultation with me. I'll be happy to help you get some clarity on what the next best steps are in you growing your practice for success and abundance. Guys, I will talk to you soon. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share, because sharing is caring. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode.